Hello everyone, so now we are going to discuss about the native VLAN. If we need actually this native VLAN, by default we have native VLAN. Why we need native VLAN? If any frame is coming without tag, then they should go to somewhere. So they will go to the native VLAN. So now what I will do, I will take some switch. Let me take two switch here, 1 and 2 here. And I can connect from here to here. And here I can give the name as a switch 1, okay, and here I can give as a switch 2. Now if you want, you can connect the PC also, but we are doing only native VLAN lab, so directly we can do here. So if you want to check the native VLAN, first of all you need to make this interface as a trunk, and you need to remember whenever you have the interface which is directly connected to the other switch, we need to configure as a trunk. So if you want, we can do in the notepad. I will take one notepad and we can do here. Okay, let me close this. And here I will write the native VLAN lab. Okay, here enable, or let me give here the name of the switch. I can say switch 1, SW1 is a switch 1. Here we can write switch 1 configuration. Enable config T, host name SW1, and interface fast Ethernet 0x1, and we can write here switch port mode trunk. Okay, with this one we configure the trunk, and I can paste this one. This configuration, when I paste inside the switch, you can see you will have the native VLAN. You can see the what is native VLAN. So let me go here. I will paste this configuration here, and then I can check. I can write show interface trunk, and you can see here native VLAN is 1 here. By default 1 we have. Now let me configure the other device also. So other device, that is switch 2, I can use the same configuration, and we are going to modify as per our requirement. This is switch 2, this is switch 2. This one we can keep like this because we are using the same interface. I will go to this switch. I will paste the configuration here. Okay, so I configure here as a trunk, and if you want to verify, you can also write here show interface trunk. You can see here also you have the native VLAN as 1. Both the sides same. If you change one side, automatically you are going to get the error. So let's try to change in one side. We can say I will change in the switch 1, then we will wait for some time to check we are getting the alert or not. So how we can change? We will write switch port. Okay, switch port trunk native VLAN, and whatever VLAN you want to give. Example VLAN 10, and I will create here. I will say VLAN 10. Okay, so here what I will do, if I am doing in the switch 2, first of all I will go here. I will write VLAN 10. Any name you can give. Even if you did not give name, they will take automatically some name, but anyhow I am giving this HR. Now I need to configure the native VLAN. So what I will do, I will go under that interface, whatever the interface which is connecting to the switch. If you see, this is the interface which is connected to the switch. Then we write switch port trunk native VLAN 10. Okay, I change one side, and now you will have some notification because one side is 10, other side is 1. If you see here what we have here, we have the native VLAN is 10, and if you see here you have the ambert color. You have here the different color because both the side you have different native VLAN. If you see what you are getting here, native VLAN mismatch. This side you have the native VLAN is 10, and the opposite side, that is switch 2, is having the native VLAN is 1. So you are getting the alert native VLAN mismatch. So here also we can correct that one. How we can correct means like this. We can say I can paste here. We can delete this directly this way. I created VLAN 10, and this interface first we configure trunk already we done that one. Now we need to paste this one. So now I can go to the switch 2. If you see in the switch 2 also you are getting the native VLAN alerts. Okay, we are getting the native VLAN alerts also. So now we need to correct. So first of all I will go under that interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1, and then I will write here switch port native, and also I need to create the VLAN 10. Anyhow, without creating, let's see automatically it will create or not. We will write switch port trunk native VLAN 10. Okay, automatically it is not created, we need to create. If you check show VLAN brief, you don't have VLAN 10. You configure the native VLAN, but still you will have the problem. If you see this ambit color, you need to create that VLAN. So I will write VLAN 10. And if I did not give any name, you can see automatically they are taking some name. This one VLAN 10 I created, I did not give any name, so they taken VLAN 0010. And if you see when I create the VLAN 10, automatically this cable start working. Before it is not working. So what we need to do, we need to create first of all the VLAN, and then under the interface you need to configure trunk. If you have already trunk, then you need to write switch port trunk native VLAN 10. So now both the side will be same native VLAN, so you will not have any alert, else you will have the alert. If you see, this is a native VLAN is 10 here. If you see here also native VLAN is 10. So both the side you have the same native VLAN. Hence we learn this lab successfully, we completed. So you need to remember native VLAN is a VLAN which is going to carry the traffic, untagged traffic. If you are getting any traffic which is not tagged, then we are going to get the frame without tag, so that tag is going to go through the native VLAN. Here if you see, again we are getting these messages, or this is old one. I think old one, this one. Because if you are getting now also, then you should have somewhere here. Now, yeah, if you have the, we created VLAN 10 and we have the native VLAN 10 both the side, then you should not get this notification. Before only you should get. So now you can check here, here nothing is coming, right? So here also nothing is coming. Maybe this is very old. Yeah. Else, yeah, yes, because what we are getting here, native VLAN mismatch. Why mismatch means, because here this interface we put in the VLAN native VLAN 10, and here native VLAN 1 by default. We are not putting the interface in that particular VLAN. Interface is trunk only, but native VLAN we change. Here 10 and here is 1, so it is not working. When both the side we make the same native VLAN, then it start working. And what is a native VLAN? If anyone asks, you can say in your own words. Native VLAN, like it is a, if any frame is received without a VLAN tag, then it is assumed to belongs to native VLAN. So all the native VLAN traffic is untagged. You can define in your own words like this. No doubts, right? Okay, so this concept